guys, Renatia here and welcome back once more to my YouTube channel. Okay, so in this video I'm going to be telling you how you can start freelancing and how you can set up yourself for success in the freelancing space. So without further ado, let's dive right into the content and get started. Okay, so I've divided this video into two segments, and this particular segment, which is this I'm going to be talking about and making you understand the fundamentals of freelancing and how you can set up yourself for success as a beginner in the freelancing space. So without further ado, let's delve right into the main outlines in this video. So these are the outlines I'm going to be talking about, right from what freelancing means to how you can set up yourself for success, to the skills that you need to set up yourself for success and how you can choose those skills. So to the first outline we move, which is what is freelancing. What is freelancing? So freelancing, this just means working independently on per project basis for clients. In other words, what I'm trying to communicate is you are working on a project for a client and your client is paying you based on that project that you're working, and you're working independently, which means you're working in a P2P format, no third party, no organization involved in your communication and your verbal and your remote interaction with your client, because it's mostly through remote means you're working with your client. You understand? And all intricacies, all agreements, all policies are concluded and decided by you and your client, between you and your client. So this is what freelancing means in simple terms. And why should you go into freelancing in 2025? Why I think you should go into it is because of these three main factors. It offers flexibility, and this flexibility, it's in both time, mostly in both time and location. So these are the main. I'm not saying it's limited to these two, but mostly in both time and location. You know, you can work from where you want to work from, you can work when you want to work. It offers like exponentially high income growth. You can boost your income by a large margin. And skill growth also, it increases your skill set, it increases your skill knowledge you have in a particular skill in a short duration and at a faster pace. So to the second outline we move, which is choosing the right freelancing skill. So I'm sure that you know that selecting the right skill is very important in freelancing if you want to achieve success. And why is this so? Because a niche is important, and concentrating your focus on a particular area and knowing the area that you would attain success, job satisfaction and career growth is essential. And to know this, your skill must be focused on scalability. It must be future proof. It must be in high demand if you want to remain competitive and thrive in the freelancing market. And there are three factors I think, or I know, though is based on your perspective, your view on this, and I think you should consider before you should choose a skill if you want to go into freelancing. The first one, passion versus profitability. Do what you love, but ensure it's in demand. This is short and simple. Do what you love, but ensure what you are doing is in demand. The market needs it. Market demand. Research high income freelancing skills. So the skills that you are doing, it should also be high income. It should be what clients would pay anything and a large amount of money for. Then the last one, which is your strength. Match your skills with industry needs. That's with the market needs. What is the market in need for? At what level do they need it at? Increase your skill. If you are good at graphics, increase your skill to that level that you can say, I am really good at graphics, at what I do. So match that your skill to the industry demand, to the industry level, to the expected minimum, to the bare minimum is meant to be at. And to the third outline we move, learning and perfecting your skill. You want to grow in the freelancing space as a beginner, you need to learn and perfect your skill to the extreme, to the bare minimum again. Perfect your skill, learn it, keep learning, and make sure that you are good, that a client, make sure you are good to that extent that you know a client would want to pay for your skill, no matter the price you call, at least at bare minimum. And the platforms that you might want to consider, do not limit it to this I'm mentioning, to improve your skills include Coursera, Udemy, YouTube. So these platforms, they offer some suitable and some suitable amount of courses that you might want to check out, look into it. But though I'm not going to recommend any specific channel, or you can just go into look into it yourself and see which you prefer and start learning. and getting better. So the fourth outline we move, which is setting up yourself for success in the freelancing space. And to set up yourself, there are some tools you need, some tools that I consider essential for you to set up your skills, which include from software to tools. But though I'm going to leave the software, tools, all these shenanigans part outside, I'm going to talk about the main factor that ensure that you're successful, which is understanding pricing. You should ensure that you understand pricing. You should understand how to price your skill and how to increase the price that you set for yourself as you increase in the knowledge aspect in your skill set. You understand? So you need to learn how to increase your price as your knowledge increases, as you get better and better at your skill. So the fifth outline we move, which is building a strong portfolio. So to attract high-paying clients, you must be able to create an impressive portfolio. You must be able to create an impressive portfolio with quality works that will attract your clients. And this most, as a beginner, you might not have any clients which means you won't have any solid work. Though you don't need to have a client to have a solid work. You can work on projects. You can work on personal projects that you work on just to build yourself, just to build your skill, just to increase your skill sets, just to increase the insight you have in that particular area. So you understand, you don't need to have a client before you can have a portfolio. You can start working on personal projects to build your skill sets and your portfolio. Then to the last outline I'm going to be talking about, which is where to find freelance work as a beginner. So this is direct, this is straight to the hit. Freelance platforms include Fiverr, which I'm sure you might have heard of. Fiverr, Upwork, People Per Hour, Freelancer. So these are some of the freelancing platforms, most common freelancing platforms that are trending right now. And now I'm sure you might be asking this question: should you start with freelancing platforms or you should go independent? Well, I would say it depends on you. Though our advocate that you do the two, because you can be scouting for clients on freelancing platforms. You understand? You can be scouting for clients on freelancing platforms, and still you can be building your social media platforms, your own personal interface, your own personal networking base, where you can meet clients, you get projects, you work on it, and so it's all the same thing. But I would advocate that you work on the two. You can just go for the two. You can still register for Upwork, optimize your portfolio, go for clients, and you can on your own side, on your own independent basis, without these platforms, you can get clients. So this is this is the personal choice, and it's strictly dependent and based on your preference. So whatsoever one you desire, you go for it. So this is all I'm going to be talking about in this first segment. And I would say that you take action on all what I've said. You now know what freelancing is. You now know how you can choose the right skill. You should choose a skill that is in demand, that is highly marketable. So choose a skill that is highly marketable, in demand. You now know some of the platforms that you can go on to start scouting for jobs, and you now know that if you don't want to scout for jobs, you go for it independently, and other outlines I've explained. So you can go through this video again, know what you want to do, know how you want to do it, get into it. And in the second video which is the second segment of this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can start getting clients, because I'm sure this is the most important part for you. Though in reality, in my own perspective, this is not the most important part. Your own part should be to develop your skill to the extent that when the opportunity comes, you'll be able to take it. Don't put yourself in a situation that when the opportunity comes, you won't have the right skills, the right knowledge to occupy that opportunity and bring it to you understand? So thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to those that you might think it would help. And I'm going to be uploading the second segment of this video in few hours. So thanks once again for watching my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. God bless.